I don't watch many animes. This is for a large variety of reasons, but it can be boiled down to one phrase: degenerate shit. You know, this stuff. In addition to that, the quality and originality is questionable at best. That's not to say all modern anime is bad. There are some certified bangers, but if you have thousands upon thousands of shows being made each year, a lot of them will be duds. Also, I hate fan service to the bottom of my cold, dead heart. I hope whoever greenlit this gets sent to the deepest pits of hell. And don't even get me started on the community. When you pander to degenerates, guess who you will attract? Yeah, you're gonna attract these people. But enough about me bitching about things I don't like. Time for me to bitch about something I do like. The Great Pretender. It can be watched on Netflix, and a full spoiler warning ahead. Let's look at the obvious first. The choice of color and background. It is incredibly unique, especially when 99% of backgrounds look the same. I would almost go as far to say it is abstractionist, but that would make me sound like even more of a derivative snob. Needless to say, you do not see much of this. Then something like this will show up out of the blue. Maybe more animators should smoke shrooms on the job. The backgrounds at times can also be incredibly minimalistic, and they let the characters just pop out. The animation quality is great all around as well. I mean, just look at the intro sequence for that. There are around 10 frames of this anime that could be confused with any other generic anime on the market, and that is a staggering achievement. The stories and characters don't slack either. The cast is just as colorful as the backgrounds. First of all, we got our main character, Edamura. He might come off as your typical anime everyman protagonist, but the writers did something unique with him. Something I like to call making a complex and layered character. Wouldn't it be great if more animes did that? Starting off as a nervous but talented scam artist, he slowly changes as he pulls off more dangerous cons. Along with him, we have possible homosexual Thire, a well-sensed and experienced confidence man who is the leader of the group and overall the glue that stops any plan that gets cooked up from falling apart. Then we have the muscle of the group, Abigail. Headstrong and unemotional at the start, she prefers to solve most problems with violence, and has a surprisingly dark past behind her. Thankfully, people online have not been weird about her in the least. All the side characters are incredibly interesting as well, each unique and fleshed out in their own way. Even the ones that only get a few seconds of screen time are just dripping with personality. The story is great as well, or should I say, stories, as the 2 seasons are broken up into multiple arcs, each one highlighting a specific character and their journey, all of which are told amazingly and make the characters' motivations even more compelling. And it doesn't take 47 episodes to resolve a small conflict. It's tightly packed and focused with hardly any fluff. Isn't that such a great idea? I wish more shows would implement that. I don't want to spoil the stories too much, but they range from scamming a drug dealer to art fraud. The villains are also amazing. They range from large, physically imposing mobsters to small, sly, and clever villains that rely more on their wits. The fact that this dude is one of the most evil people in the show should really speak heaps about how well it is written. You kind of feel bad for this lady. I mean, her son left her. Then you remember, oh yeah, she's a literal child trafficker. One more thing I love about this show is that it doesn't frame the criminals surrounding these people as all bad. Some just want to keep their family safe. Others just made a mistake. And no one does anything evil for no reason. They do it for fame, they do it for love, they do it for money. Yeah, it's mainly money. But the real magic is how the characters interact with each other. It feels natural, and the dialogue flows smoothly. The character dynamics are also well done. You can really feel like there's a lot of history behind these people. The only gripe I have is that in the last season, a lot of really interesting side characters don't get a lot of screen time, but you can tell the writers did their their job when I actually care about a character. I go from, I will laugh if this character gets brutally murdered, to, oh wow, that was a little bit sad. That really helps the tension levels as this gang of misfits try to pull off increasingly elaborate cons and scams. The cons are the main part of this series, and they are done excellently. Each character contributes in their own way to achieve success, and there is nearly always a twist, as all the information is never revealed to the audience, so you never know how each con is going to end. And the characters change as they go through it. Oh, what a pushover. What are you gonna do? Shoot him? Video structure is my passion. The final thing I love is lack of fan service. As I have subtly inferred throughout this video, I don't like the way a lot of anime are portrayed, pandering to the most pure of virgins. And you know, if you're into this stuff, fine. I don't care. Unless it's this. If you're into this, I hope you get killed in the Holy Purge. But when a good 80% of anime has an excessive amount of it, it can be a little bit annoying to find stuff that hasn't been fully corrupted by degeneracy. And this show is clean, for the most part. Wow, I really like complaining, I just noticed that. I would highly recommend anyone wanting a short, but sweet show to watch The Great Pretender. 8 out of 10. Outro time. I have not done many reviews, so sorry if that was pretty bad. Sorry if this video was a little bit late. School's gonna start up pretty soon, and I've been preparing for that. I've also been working on a big project in the background, something that I looked into over a year ago, and has only gotten worse. No spoilers, by the way. Well, I'm off.